Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Dragon Ball Nation. Now today I'm going to be giving you guys my next edition of my Q&A, so let's get right into this. Base Gogeta versus SSJ3. Logically speaking, I want to say SSJ3 Gotenks, not just SSJ3. Logically speaking, I would think, Gogeta you would think would have enough power within him. But it is still a base form, and I would still give the edge to Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks in that fight. Especially based on where I put, base Vegito. I could definitely see Gogeta falling under Gotenks. Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, that is. So, how much money can I make if I sell Golden Frieza? I mean, find out the price of gold and find out how much Frieza weighs, the cubic feet or whatever he has on him, and then I guess you'll have your answer. In Xenoverse 2, if we are able to be given God Key, shouldn't that cancel your opponent's instant transmission technique unless your opponent is a god themselves? Xenoverse 1 didn't do that, and I don't think Xenoverse 2 should either, guys, because that's not a good gameplay mechanic for to make a game balanced, honestly. That's just my opinion. In my canon, I believe Vegeta never achieved Super Saiyan 3 because he knew the drawbacks from it. Remember, Vegeta is smart. I mean, it's definitely a good enough reason. I've heard a lot of people say that, so it's plausible. That is what it is. Or he just couldn't achieve it. That's also one of the things. What if Cyborg 17, aka Android 18, for those of you who don't get that, joined the Z Fighters? He would have been just as much of help as 18 was. Where's Android 16? He's dead. he's freaking dead, man. He's not. He's not even really dead because he was a robot. He wasn't even just a cyborg. He was straight up a mechanical machine. He had no soul, so he's dead. Mastered Super Saiyan 4 versus Super Saiyan God. Note that Mastered Super Saiyan 4 is 6 times regular Super Saiyan 4. Where the hell did you get this from? That's not in any official material. I don't even understand this question because that's not even real. But if you're talking about putting the same Goku, let's just say a Buu Saga Goku, okay? A Buu Saga Goku goes Super Saiyan God, and a Buu Saga Goku goes Super Saiyan 4. The multiplier of God, just from what we saw of that increase, is way bigger than what 4 was. Now, I'm not talking about bigger than GT Goku. That's a different video. I'm talking about the same Goku. Super Saiyan 4 would have a less multiplier, or a lesser multiplier. And if you multiply that by 6, yeah, that's going to be a big bump. I still doubt that it's going to be anything at Super Saiyan God's level. From the same Goku. Now, people already got that twisted and are raging in the comments, and guess what, guys? It's just an anime. I'll get heated about things, but when you're so unsure about things like this, it is almost silly to argue about it sometimes, but it's not like I haven't done it in the past. Let's see here. What if... Alright, that's not... Why am I saying what if? That's not even in the question. In the Budokai 3 opening, Broly gets a hit on SSJ Gogeta. Would this happen in a real fight? Remember what Gogeta did to Janemba? It would be even worse. Could the universal... Well, okay. Janemba did hit him, though. No, Broly would not have gotten a hit in, and if he did, it wouldn't have pushed him... It wouldn't have done a damn thing to Gogeta at all. Could the universal spirit bomb that was required to kill Omega Shenron kill Beerus? Ugh. That's very tough because we know Beerus can do like that key canceling bull crap, and I'm gonna say no, but I don't think Beerus could cancel because the spirit bomb is not exactly like made up of purely ki. So I could understand that he couldn't defend that, but I do not know. I really doubt it. That's just what I think, but I don't know. I really don't. Maybe. It's just we still haven't seen all of Beerus yet, and Goku logically should be stronger at this point in Super, but it's all so convoluted at this point that's really bothering me. It really does, because I don't even know what to think anymore. I really don't. Let's see here. Golden SSJ 50. Kaioken times 100 Yamcha versus Whis. Golden. Super Saiyan 50 and Kaioken times 100. I mean, even if Yamcha's power level was like 500,000, I mean, that's really, really strong. I could say, yeah, give Yamcha the benefit of the doubt there. That's a pretty big number. Donald Trump versus Broly. Clearly, Trump wins. He's got that money. Hit with a 1 second time skip versus Beerus. I mean, Hit and Goku in their fight already demonstrate that they should be well above where Beerus is. So logically, I would think that Hit would win. But from what Toriyama was saying, I mean, he's just like, you know, I don't think they're going to be stronger than Beerus anytime soon. You know, Goku and Vegeta. So I don't even know, man. But logically speaking, he definitely should be stronger. Let's see here. Ass or tits? Well, you know, man, honestly, I can really go either way. It's not something that really I prefer tits, but ass is just as good sometimes. It's all about the moment, bro, and either can work. Honestly, that's just the way I feel. That Josh from DBN is so fucking gay, don't you think? Nah, I think he's pretty cool, honestly. I mean, you know, he's definitely not the most intelligent guy, but yeah. Let's see here. Do you think we'll ever see Broly return in anime form? Honestly, bro, no, it's not in a movie or anything like that, I don't think. The only thing you're seeing is like Dragon Ball Heroes cutscene or video game intros. That's kind of where I would stand on it, honestly. Let's see, what else we got here? Would you rather... Oh my god, bro. This is a question for the fans. If I would make this a featured question, I would be shocked. And if it is, you already saw it. I won't make it a featured question. No way. Would you... okay, say it with a straight face, though. Would you rather fuck Bulma and 18 in a threesome or get $10K? Easily. The threesome, my friend. Come on, man. I already got a ton of money saved up. Like, yeah, 10K is going to be a lot, but, like, I can get 10K. This is a once-in-a-lifetime thing right here. So, you know, bro, I mean, that's where I stand on that one, man. I don't even care what you say. That is exactly where I stand on that. Do you... Okay, this is a weird one. Do you care about geekdom's well-being? Have you considered gathering the fellow YouTubers and staging an intervention for him? Only then can you all come together and explain to him how a simple look at the dictionary will show you what the word if means. Your friend needs you. Dude, I don't even know what the fuck this is about, so I am not inside the joke. I can't even speak, dude. Why do Goku and Vegeta still fear Beerus? They confuse him to Gogeta, SSJ Blue, or SS Blue, and destroy him. That's true, but, I mean, Goku and Vegeta are kind of solo fighters, and, you know, we haven't seen a whole lot of fear from them recently. But I understand what you mean. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, it's not like they're really afraid of him. I mean, they're all kind of like, I guess, kind of buddies now, you know? So, I'm not really sure about that. Me no sure. If Goku and Vegeta fused into Gogeta and went Super Saiyan 3 in Battle of Gods, could they kill Beerus with the Star of Dustbreaker? No, because Beerus probably would have just deflected the ki, honestly. That's just such an overpowered thing that he could do. I don't think that there was a loophole around it. I mean, I'm just going off of memory from the episode, guys. Now, because I haven't done any big videos with this thing. If anyone wants to talk about that whole ki deflecting thing, I must have missed something. If there's some loophole or some trick to it, let me know in the comment section down below. But I remember Beerus was doing that bullshit ki. You could deflect any ki, basically. If I've been wrong about that, I'm sure I've already got a million comments down below, and people probably telling me to kill myself or something, and that's just fine. Will we ever see a convention dedicated to Dragon Ball? I don't see why, why not, since Bronies have their own con. I mean, it makes sense. I mean, if there is one, there might be one. I don't know. Not in America, I guess, but I mean, you could just go to like anime conventions, I suppose. That would work. That's just my suggestion. Current Gohan, is he stronger than Super Perfect Cell? Sorry, yawned. I literally just woke up to record this. If you're talking about Gohan that currently is the one that's just training, yeah, of course, he's definitely stronger than Super Perfect Cell in my opinion. Definitely would be stronger. That's for sure. Even from how strong Tagome was supposed to be, I did a video with Mike about this. He should be stronger than Super Perfect Cell in the arc. The movie makes it complicated, but the arc makes it more clear, even though it's still stupid. It really is stupid. I saw your Super Saiyan 2 videos, nice video, and I wanted to ask, why doesn't Goku and Vegeta train SSJ2 forms to be, I mean, to me, it's the perfect form of Super Saiyan. I appreciate you like the video, but, I mean, we kind of talked about it in the video, and it really comes down, and it's more of a retcon, if anything. Because it didn't appear there were that many drawbacks in the actual show, or manga really, but Toriyama said that Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 just draw out too much energy, so they just don't use them. That's the bottom line, honestly. Do you really need to be pure evil or pure good to reach Super Saiyan? Was Vegeta really pure evil during the Android saga? I don't know where, I think I've seen it before. I don't know where this whole pure evil or pure good thing came from, bro, but you don't need that to go Super Saiyan. I don't know where that came from. I don't know if that's from the Dragon Ball Wiki or something else, but what if the Z fighters killed 20 before he ran away? 17 and 18 would have gotten woken up. Neither would 16. Cell would have came around, not had anyone to absorb because they would have already destroyed the laboratory. And he would have been killed by Pride. I mean, there's so many. I mean, I'm just going off the top of my head, obviously, here. And maybe this is a what if for me to do, or I'll just tell Quinn about it. Because he's better at what ifs than I am. I've helped him with a couple, but like, oh, wow. I'm thinking, because I gotta think all the points where the androids were like stopping the Z fighters or pushing them, because they were training to get the androids done, but then Cell came along, so they would have to see Cell, then go to decide to train, and then okay. So once Piccolo saw Cell, then assuming one of them goes to train, Vegeta and Trunks, then they kill Cell and that's it, and then. I'm just going up to the Buu saga because I don't want to go past that. Buu saga wouldn't happen. Babidi would not came to Earth. There wouldn't be enough energy. Or he wouldn't have sensed enough energy. So, there you go. I probably missed something, I'm sure, but I just did it off the top of my head. Is it better to have a YouTube channel focused on one medium or a channel based on your personality like PewDiePie? I like to have a channel based on your personality. That's just the way I do. I don't know if you guys like me for my personality. I try to have my personality get fleshed out on this channel. I do have my second channel, link down below. My shameless self-promotion of the day. I let a lot of personality out on my second channel, and I do on this channel too. It's just maybe not as much because I'm covering a specific topic or Dragon Ball Z or something. I prefer doing channels like that. I think it's more fun, but which is more successful, I can't answer that. I really can't. I think a channel based on your personality, maybe if it doesn't get more subscribers involved in or into your channel, it will keep them around longer, if that makes sense. And I do want people to like me for my personality, and you know, I do have people to do that, so that's a good thing. The word perfect means something that doesn't change and doesn't improve because it's, well, perfect. Would it be logical to assume that Cell cannot evolve any further, or does the second damage boost negate that? The Zenkai boost, I mean, he can get stronger, but he can't transform anymore, I guess. That's pretty much what I would say. You're right on that. SSJ2 Trunks pre or post rosat versus Super Janemba. I think even it's tricky because I still say, and I know people are going to disagree with me on this, and I made perfect evidence, I feel like, to support this. And if you're going to argue with me on this, guys, please direct to the video I'm going to link down below on Subaru versus Janemba, who is stronger. I did a video talking about that. It's an old video. The audio's kind of crappy. I didn't have very good YouTube skills back then, I suppose, but I said important information. I made a very good argument that Super Janemba's not even as strong as Super Boo. I linked the video. If you argue with me, at least watch my video. Give that a shot first down below. I'll link that. I would say that definitely post Gotenks, post Room of Spirit and Time or Hyperbolic Time Chamber, Super Saiyan 2 Gotenks would definitely beat Janemba, I feel like. That's just my opinion. I think that Janemba is probably closer to Kid Buu and stronger than Kid Buu, but I think people have to understand that the big reason why Goku had so much trouble is because of that dimension manipulation. Not necessarily all because of how strong he was. That's what it was. Goku landed hits, he did some damage. If you look at Gotenks and Super Buu, you know Super Buu's a lot stronger than Goku is. A lot of people don't believe me on that. In the manga, there's many things leading up to it. Goku's even afraid of Buu when they're inside of him, and he says, even though he's back to normal, we will still stand no chance unless we're fused. He wouldn't say that for no reason, and I think a lot of people don't understand that. And from power scaling, and this is just BS power scaling, of course, the amount of strength that Super Buu has compared to Goku, he would not be able to inflict any damage on Buu like he did to Janemba. So that's just, where I stand on that. Gotenks could probably beat him. If he couldn't, definitely Super Saiyan 3 could. But Super Saiyan 2 Gotenks definitely should be enough. Okay, by the way, that's just strength-wise, and I'm just going to say if he's too cocky, then obviously he's going to probably end up losing, but you know how Gotenks is. SSJ God Bardock versus Super Cell. Remember that Bardock can't sense Ki and Cell can't sense his. That's not really going to matter much because if they both can't sense each other, they're even then. Come on, bro. I don't know the Super Saiyan God multiplier. So I'm going to say, let's just give it a bare minimum. I'm going to do this on my phone. I'm just going to say Super Perfect Cell bare minimum's a 3 billion, okay? That's kind of lower than what I've seen a lot of people put it at. Let's see. So, I gotta open my calculator because it takes forever to do that. I don't know how long this Q&A is going to be, but it's going to be a little longer than usual, I think. Alright, let's see. 3... Why is there a decimal point in the front now? 3... I'm doing it on my phone. 3 billion. Why did I even type in 3 billion? I don't need to. Okay, let's just say Bardock and his Zenkai. Let's just put him at 100,000 to be super generous, okay? If he can get past 3 billion, I'll give him the fight. So let's just do 100,000 times. Let's be generous and say Super Saiyan God is a 20,000 times boost. Oh, this is definitely gonna be more than. It puts him at 2 billion. Bardock's weaker, confirmed. Moving on. If you guys don't trust me, then you can go to the calculator. Hey, maybe it was 3 trillion or 2 trillion. You guys can do the calculator at home. SSJ4 Gokan Buu Saga versus SSH God Vegetat. Butt Saga. Well, I don't know what the Butt Saga is, but Vegeta from the Butt Saga could probably win. I'm confused. Okay, so Super Saiyan God Vegeta versus Super Saiyan 4 Gokan. A Super Saiyan 4 fusion in the Buu Saga. I mean, I would say God Vegeta. The real question is if Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta from GT could beat, you know, some God characters. That's the real question for me, honestly. At the end of the day. Who the fuck is this nameless Namekian I keep hearing about? I'm kind of confused, please, and thank you. The nameless Namekian is the being that Piccolo and Kami were when they were fused into one. Who has long since forgotten his name. Do you watch Flash? Honestly, I watched it, bro, and I wasn't really impressed. I really was not that engaged in the story or anything like that. If you could choose one villain from DBZ to become good, who would it be? I would say Cell, but that is my bias, because he is my favorite villain and second favorite character. If all of Ginyu... I mean, he wasn't even like one of the most evil villains either, though, so that's the thing. If all the Ginyus fuse into one, I mean, I guess it means Ginyu Force, what would their power level be? I can't honestly answer this, bro, but stronger than Frieza, I guess. I can't possibly answer that with math, though. At least not right on the spot. What is Krillin's power level? It seems to be very weak, but at his peak, he should be as strong as Final Form Frieza. I don't really think so, bro. Are you talking like 100% Frieza? Because I think Krillin's peak, he's probably at about 2 million. That's just my guess. Humans are not that strong, bro. Not that strong. His peak's probably about 2 million. So if you're talking about like a base Final Form Frieza, yeah, maybe he's almost as strong as that, but nowhere near any higher. Do you think SSJ Gohan was stronger than Super Perfect Cell, and why? P.S. Love your vids. The Gohan that's in Super right now is, but if you're talking about, I mean, obviously the Cell games, then definitely not. People are so fucking dumb, or I guess it's an interchangeable word. People are so fucking stupid, underrated Vegito. So a while back I had a poll, Super Saiyan God Vegito versus Whis. Most voted Whis. Whis. Now Whis, Potara is such a massive jump, it took Super Saiyan 2 and 3 Goku and Vegeta from being flies to Buu with the power of Gohan to the level above that. I mean, people do underestimate, and I'm assuming you're holding a Google Plus poll, which is your first mistake. Dude, honestly, people do underestimate the Potara, and there's no way that Vegito would not be able to mud stomp Whis if they did a God fusion. Absolutely no way that they would lose, in my opinion. Not a chance in hell. Let's see here. I was just texting Mike. Mike from Laughingstock Media was texting me. Eazy-E or Tupac? Well, I don't listen to either, so I can't really say. Okay. What do you think of the fact that some dumbasses still compare Naruto to Goku in strength? Honestly, bro, it's pretty funny. Because maybe this is Naruto spoilers, but it's just from what I've heard. But to my knowledge, the strongest thing in Naruto, at least from like last year, and I'm sure things have changed, maybe it's 2 planets now. Apparently the strongest thing could blow up a planet over time, and I'm just thinking like, that's cute. I mean, Saiyan Saga Goku. Regardless of how strong Naruto is, I don't think anything he couldn't defeat, and this is being very generous, and this means nothing to Dragon Ball fans. And I'm not saying this is how strong he is, I'm just giving him a very big generous offer. Anything beyond Super Saiyan Goku would destroy him in a heartbeat. And I don't even think he could take on anything from Namek Saga. So, sorry. Alright, we're going to end it off on this one because I did see this one earlier. Rhymestyle is complete garbage and a lot of people agree with me. Why does your group talk to him? Honestly, bro, I don't know what mentality you have, and first I think Dino does make good videos, and you know that's one of the reasons why I do initially start working with people in general, is because I think they make good content. Granted, he asked me to work with him, but I don't work with people that I think do bad stuff or anything like that. And guess what, bro? That's your opinion. A lot of people think I have shit content, and guess what? You'll probably disagree with them too. We all have our opinions on different people, and you know what, bro? Why do I work with him? Why do I talk to him? Because he's my fucking friend. Am I not? Do you have the mentality that just because I talk to someone online or they're another YouTuber, that they're just another person that does work with me? No, he's my fucking friend. I don't work with people that I don't enjoy talking to or I'm not friends with or anything. All these guys, Geekdom, Blackfist, Quaman, Duct Tape, Mike, Jay, Dino, we're friends. We're not just co-workers. We are friends. We aren't any different from you. We're all just people. If we're allowed to have friends, I don't want, even if I thought, let's say Dino had bad content. Alright, like, Dino, your content's really not being that good. Why would I stop talking to him? That's fucking stupid. It really is. And some people's gonna be like, well, you're being an asshole. Well, I'm approaching the question realistically. He's another person just like me or like you. We're not any different. We're not special. There's nothing different between us. I don't really need to say anything else. I got my point across. That's been this Q&A, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later.